All right, guys, so that was pretty much clickbait. How do you sell to bald people? You really don't. And the reason why I found that out is like, it just come to me. So I have, if you go to my store, I have the bundles set up. I have, the soap, the shampoo, the deodorant. And my whole way of thinking was, I don't have time to put a bar soap in here, deodorant here, shampoo here, this, that, there, in separate boxes, and then run to the post office to deliver these. It's just like, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do these as a bundle set. And I thought it was a genius. And then I had friends that because I guess they like me and they want to support me, my crazy idea, because I have a lot of crazy ideas. I mean, it's every time I come back from a hunting trip or something, they're like, okay, anyway, that's another story in itself. So these guys, they'll buy like 3 bundles at a time. It's like, I appreciate it, guys. Give me some reviews. A lot of reviews. But then I had a buddy, he said, I didn't buy anything because you didn't sell just soap. And it took me like a day to realize what he was saying. The guy was bald. Okay, so it's like, here I am trying to sell him shampoo to a bald guy. And I'm like, I was like, man, this guy's just being a dick. I'm like, why are you buying my stuff, man? You're so, a loser that you're not going to just buy, like, you're going to buy one bar? I'll sell you a bar, $20. And the thing is, like, he probably would have bought it. That's just the type of guy it was. So that the reason why I'm saying it took me a day to figure this out is because it kind of was like, why didn't he buy this? And then it dawned on, because he's a good dude, there's no way around it. And But he just never said like because I'm bald, or anything like that. So it took me a day to realize, okay, well that's why he didn't buy it, So I think when you have like you're doing a new product or anything like that, you got to have this open mind of like, you got to ask the question why. Not only like why am I starting like Wild and Thunder? Why am I starting Kenix Jr. and all this other stuff? I need a lot of this stuff like I need a hole in my head. I mean, to be real, I have a comfortable life. I don't, everything's fine, but I like to do things, and I like to think, oh, this is something cool. So anyway, looking at your why, like why is this happening? Why are these not selling? Okay, rule number one, the one rule that if you take anything away, if it's not working, change it. Absolutely change it as fast as possible too. So now I have to rethink my whole strategy just because of this one little incident with my friend that he never even told me that's why he's. Well, I should get him on the phone here, but I don't know. That's another story. But he never told me like, hey, I didn't buy your product because I'm bald, and what the hell am I going to do with soap? To him, that's common sense. He's like, why would I buy this stuff? So, dang it. Now I have to go back to the drawing board. I'm going to have to sell maybe not so much individual products, but maybe I'll have like a double pack, like the cedar and saffron and the Black Sea. I'll combine them as a bundle. Shampoo bundle. And I think these are fantastic, actually. And the soap and the deodorant as well. The deodorant, so if you haven't used natural deodorant, it takes a while for your body to get used to it. So it's not like regular deodorant that has like aluminum and stuff like that into it. I mean, there's the thing of like, if you want it to work, you're going to have chemicals in it. But if you want to be in like, and I'm not saying like when this takes a while to get your body to get used to it. When I go to the gym, I don't smell myself. It's nothing like that. It's just, it's different. And I actually like it. And I think I told everyone in this other episode, it was supposed to be, this is supposed to be a bundle, and the idea was you're going to buy it once every 2 months. Well, the problem is this stuff goes pretty fast. This dang bar of soap lasts like for a long time. So the delta on it's not. That whole model is not going to work. So it's like your first plane never survives first contact, okay? Or once it hits first contact, it's never survived. So that was that. So I have to break it out. There's no way, there are ifs, ands, and buts about it. I have to break out the products, the individual products, and we'll go from there. The other thing, I got feedback from a good friend of mine, and he's probably the most intelligent one of them all, is the labels on my shampoo. The labeler, he put, where does it say right here? This is the shampoo, use as you would normal deodorant. Reapply as necessary. God God dang it. So now I have deodorant on my shampoo. So now I have now what do I do with that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print out a new warning label and direction label, and I'm going to put it on the shampoo. The deodorant's fine, obviously. And then the soap box, there was no directions or warning label on that by the manufacturer. And that's my fault. I overlooked it. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me again, you won't do that again. A good president said that. So those are the two things that are going on today. What else is good? There's so much other stuff's going on too. So Pinterest. I wanted to get into Pinterest because Pinterest was like this search engine of stuff. It's basically like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You got to keep that churning going in through that thing. Where Pinterest, from my understanding, it was more like a search engine. If I'm going to search shampoo for the outdoorsman, I have to, from what I understand, if I could write a blog about that on Ken Hicks Jr. and pin it to my Pinterest, it'll link them to, and it's something that it'll link them to the website to buy the product. So I spent some time setting up the Pinterest. I listened to this thing called Skillshare. It's a very valuable resource stuff, I guess. And so I spent some time on setting up my Pinterest. I got everything pretty cool. I have some cool product photos. That's another story there too. I set it up, I applied for it, and then they denied me. I'm like, what the hell? So then they came up with some really good things. Like, hey, your website doesn't have this, this, and this. I'm like, well, I guess I need this, this, and this. So I put all that stuff in. And this is stuff, like some people, if you're out there listening, watching this, it's common sense to you. To me, this is all new to me. This is a whole new arena for me, which is pretty cool. But there's a lot of simple things that I just never thought of. So anyway, put all that stuff in. It took me like 2 days, submitted back into these people, and they denied me again. And then they come out and they said, hey, you need to have that domain for like 8 months or something. And I think I have it like six months, something like that. So then I'm like, I just wasted all this time on Pinterest right now, when it's like, you gotta look at what's going to move the needle. Like, is Pinterest going to move the needle? Is TikTok going to move the needle? Is it YouTube? Well, like, what's going to move the needle? Ultimately, I come to the conclusion of things that I liked is YouTube and Pinterest, because believe it or not, I like Pinterest. Like, as a guy, if I want to decorate my man cave, man room, or whatever, I'm going to go to Pinterest and put masculine, formal room, and I'm going to have like design ideas, and then I get into more trouble by myself. Anyway, guys, so that's another story. So yeah, Pinterest. So next up is Amazon, and we're going to see how that one goes. So the thing with Amazon is, yeah, I got to have some good reviews in there. So I like the whole idea of like everything that I'm doing now is like the proven ground, and I'm going to launch it on Amazon. And the big thing is reviews. I got to get those reviews. And there's some products on there that I don't think they're good. Like the deodorant. To be real with you, I don't think people are going to give a good review on this deodorant. They may not. I don't know. We're going to find out. And the reason why I said it is because when you're dealing with a natural product, like there's very little chemicals in there. And so it's like you're into the weeds of like, is this really going to perform like something that has a lot of these other chemicals in it? So, and I don't think people are prepared for that. And I don't think that's going to be something some people like, really. So I haven't had any negative feedback from it, but it's just the amount you use, it's just a lot. So I don't know. I'm a little bit leery on this. I think the first thing that's going to go out is the soap. I have full 100% confidence in the soap and the shampoo too. The shampoo is a little different to where I have to shrink wrap all these things. So I have them in this plastic thing, and I hit it with the heat gun, and it'll shrink down, and then I'll send it to them. But I got to be careful you don't like melt the plastic and create holes, and they may send it back. So I don't know. But Amazon is next on the hit list, guys. If you want to ask any questions or anything like what I'm doing, just ask away. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you don't sell shampoo to bald people. And yeah, we'll see you next week. And just be really mindful of like what really can move the needle on your business. Okay, now product photography. I'm gonna do that one real quick too. So this whole Wild and Thunder is kind of like the rugged idea, you know, the man's man, the women's mountain man, woman thing. Okay, anyway, it's just more of the outdoorsy type stuff, not the hippie stuff, the outdoorsy stuff. So when I do my product photography, I'm putting like deer skulls in there. I'm putting arrows in there. I'm putting in things that I think are cool. I have this one with a flintlock. I don't know. It's a flintlock. It's not like it's AR whatever gun, you know. So I don't know how some of the social media is going to react to that, as far as like if the algorithm detects it and like, hey, you know, you can't post that, you know, stuff like that. So it's nothing bad. It's just I have a flintlock over my fireplace and I have my soap and everything. But if you want to check that photo out, actually I'm gonna hit that the photo right now on Instagram. So Wild and Thunder on Instagram if you want to check it out. But the product photography, guys, it's basically like what your brand is. Who do you want to speak to? It's like the music, you know. The photo, they say the best photos out there tell the story, and it's going to tell your brand. All right, guys, that's it for today. We'll see what the hell happens next week, guys.